Greenwood Village newspaper, The Villager, published a satirical article for April Fool's Day. Well, members of the Asian American community found it offensive and racist. The article describes a made-up project that would bring hundreds of Chinese immigrants to the area. The article was published during a year of increased hate crimes against Asians and Asian Americans. The New York Times reports more than 110 instances of race-based violence since March of last year. That was the start of the pandemic and when President Trump started calling COVID-19 the Chinese virus. CBS 4's Sean Chitnis in Greenwood Village with more on this growing controversy. Sean?
Well, Jim, The Villager has been in this community for about 40 years, and in the past it has published satirical articles for April Fool's Day. But those who live in this community, as well as members of the Asian American community, say that it isn't funny and it couldn't have come at a worse time.
This community is much more diverse than it was before. We should be embracing that and celebrating that rather than taking it down.
Coral Eby has lived in and near Greenwood Village for 25 years. She's seen articles in The Villager all her life, but couldn't believe what people were sharing on social media this week.
There are a lot of different negative stereotypes about the Asian community that were perpetuated through this. And we live in a time right now where the Asian community is already sort of living in fear in light of current events.
The article dreams up a new amusement park coming near these well-known condo towers and retail neighborhood. It suggests Chinese construction workers will be immigrating to Greenwood Village. Hotels will need to make room for families and serve more Asian-appropriate food, and Chinese students will be enrolling in local schools.
A, it's not funny, and B, it's racist.
Cherry Creek Schools and its superintendent are mentioned by name. The district sent a letter to parents this week condemning the article.
This is going on and that it's not right. I do feel like the media shouldn't try to be in the business of perpetuating these kinds of stereotypes.
Eby hopes Asian Americans are given more credit for their contributions.
Live in a community that's thrived in large part because there is a big Asian American community here, and that's something to be respected and something to be valued.
And in the last hour, we have gotten a statement from The Villager responding to those accusations of it being racist and insensitive. They say that the article was not intended to insult or offend anyone, especially the Asian community. And this statement that was sent to CBS 4 goes on to say The Villager will continue to support all ethnicities in light of recent events and attacks on Asians. The paper sincerely regrets any insensitivities in this April Fool's spoof. Reporting live tonight in Greenwood Village, Sean Chitnis, covering Colorado First.
Sean, more reaction right now. The Asian Chamber of Commerce in Colorado tells us it found the article insensitive and offensive, does want the paper to issue an apology. You heard the statement right there. The group also thinks The Villager would benefit from diversity training and a more diverse staff.
Happening right now, a nationwide candlelight vigil to honor victims of Asian American hate crimes. Coloradans taking part at the state capitol as we speak. Also virtually, the event being hosted by David Henry Wang, Tony Award-winning playwright and Pulitzer Prize nominee. Wang's hope for this vigil is to cultivate a vision for a more inclusive and compassionate USA.